Hi, I'm Ryan from AMB, and today we're taking a look at Michelin's DH22, the DH34 and the DH34 Bike Park tyres. Today I've got the DH22 on the front and the DH34 on the rear, both of which are the Magi-X compound, which is incredibly soft. Both of these DH22 and DH34 tyres are part of Michelin's race line. They're $160 tyres. They are built to be raced. A few things that make these tyres so special. They are tubeless ready. They have a wire bead, so these hold the tyre really nicely onto the rim. There is no risk of these blowing off. They handle side load really well, and the casings are incredibly tough. Both the DH22 and 34 are a 4-ply, so they have 4 layers of material within the sidewall, crisscrossing and creating that sort of casing that keeps the tyre rigid. There is also a low pressure and pinch protection, so that wraps again all the way around the bead and around the wire bead and ensures that you can run these tyres at low pressure without damaging the bead of the tyre and getting that annoying cut where the sidewall meets the bead. The tread pattern itself is not dissimilar to the Wild Enduro, however the side knobs in particular, instead of being in a straight line, sort of spaced and offset slightly. They hook up really nicely, and they still have that very aggressive shoulder. And what that long sort of shoulder to the side knob does is stop the knob from folding over. Under braking, the DH22 tread pattern again varies slightly from the Wild Enduro. There's like an additional knob there, and under braking is really good. It bites in nice and deep. And washing off speed with these tyres is ridiculous. They grip like nothing else I've used. Normally I would run my Wild Enduros or Enduro tyres around the 25 or 26 PSI in the front and 27 to 28 PSI in the back. With the DH tyres, I'm running 20.5 to 21 in the front and 22.5 to 23 in the back. So a huge reduction in pressure. And that all comes down to the construction of the casing. So fitting these tyres, one of the nicest things about not having to run an insert is they're easy to put on. I'm not going to lie, it is a thick, heavy downhill tyre, and tyre levers were required. We've got these fitted up on the WeAre1 Union rims, which have quite a nice sort of rim well, and they were pretty easy to fit. They're quite heavy. The DH22 is 1.5 kilos and the DH34 is 1.45 kilos. The benefits though, there is no tyre that grips like this. It is ridiculous. You can ride over absolutely anything. You can see on these after a few rides, I've got some big impacts to these rims and there's been absolutely no issues. I've run low pressures, I've hit things. There's scuffage all over the sidewalls, and there's not even a mark past that first sort of that layer. If you're riding bike park, or you just want something that has the same sort of grip and technology but is at a little bit lower price point and a little bit more durable, Michelin offer the DH34 Bike Park. So again, a very nice tyre. It is the same tread pattern as the DH34. It's in a little bit harder compound, so it's the Magi-X, and it goes down to a 4-ply 4x33. So again, a very well reinforced sidewall. Drops a bit over 100 grams, so quite a bit lighter. And these retail for about $75, so about half the price. I think Michelin have done a very good job of making a tyre that now does not require an insert. I think the only people who would even try to run an insert in these tyres would maybe be an e-biker on the rear, but honestly, just run the correct pressure. The casing is finally up to speed with where bikes are able to go. I think this is the first tyre where I don't even think I'm getting close to riding up to its limits. It outperforms anything that I've used, and I think now we're starting to see technology that we see in motorbike tyres on push bikes. Thanks very much for watching this review. If you like it, there's a whole heap more reviews on tyres, inserts and bikes over at the website. Have a great weekend of riding.